Hi guys, how are you? Thank you for visiting Eat with Tiffany. I'm here to do a snow crab mukbang. Here are the crabs here. I made my own little sauce. Got my red Fanta, strawberry Fanta. And I'm going to eat. I'm sorry you guys can't see the crabs. I don't know why. Let me see if I can push this back without dropping this. Because, yeah, it seems like so, yeah, let me see if I can fix that. Right, should have thought about that before I started, right? Right. Y'all don't know the ghetto-ness that's going on right now. Let me try it. For this. Like that, maybe? And yeah. Let's see how that's going to work, but we're going to see right now. Y'all don't mind me, I'm trying to find a solution for this mukbang. Okay. Hope you guys can see. I don't know what's going on, but anyway. So let's get started. Sorry I haven't been around. I've been in, ooh, it's hot. I've been in training. Woo! That's hot. That's spicy. Jesus. I didn't know I had that much spice in that. That's crazy. That's spicy. Now, excuse my appearance, but I was studying so hard, I got a pimple. I didn't feel like doing my face. I haven't slept in, I said in the last 2 weeks, I think I slept like 20 hours, 24 hours at, like a full day. Because I'm telling you, that was a lot of studying. I had a crab, snow crabs, tiger shrimp, not tiger, but the large white shrimp, and corn. Oh, I'm so hungry. I've been craving snow crab for the longest. almost went and got king crabs, but I didn't feel like going on the other side of town for them. Mm. Mm. I know one thing. I made this sauce spicy. Woo! Mm. Ooh, that's hot. Let's get into one of these crabs. When I was in training, I actually had, look at that. I actually had king crabs. We got paid training, and one person went to the, it's called the Shell Shack. And we went there, and because we thought that since we were getting since we got money for food, it was like specific places we can go eat, but not at all. We actually were able to go. Really, we were actually able to go there and eat some crabs. So I got some king crabs, and I must say, they're really good. All I want to do for the next couple of days, I'll do it later, is sleep. Because when I tell you guys, I was studying and barely sleeping, for real. Because you had to score high during training, and you get one retake. And I haven't used, well, I didn't use any of my retakes. So yeah, that was good. I didn't use any retakes on my proficiencies, on my written test, on my book test, on my announcements. Nothing. So that was a blessing. Let me tell you something. Having a retake sucks because you have less pressure. Less pressure on you to have to perform. And that's more pressure. Because now you're like, oh my God, if I don't pass, I'm going home. I didn't want that pressure. So I studied a lot before I left. Whatever they told me to study before I got there, I studied it. And I knew it. I gave up birthday trips and everything to study. That's not good. Whew. That's hot. Y'all, I made this hot. For real. Whew, I made this hot. I want to say thank you to my subscribers who stayed around. Let that sit because that's hot. I made it spicy. Whew. That's spicy. It was funny because before I left, I was eating corn like I was crazy. My roommate was like, girl. When I would make, I prepare like some seafood seasoning and dip it in there. I'm looking at something on my face. Every time somebody called, I was like, "You want some corn?" They're like, "What? Yeah, I don't want no corn." This is hot. Oh Lord. I came home today, and of course my neighbors were fighting, and the police was out there. And the crazy part about it is, I actually missed that because I was studying so hard. I missed being home. And my new base is Oakland. I know. Whew, I want to say that training was so stressful. And all the tests was computer based, so every time I finished a test, my heart would be like, and I'm like pressing send and confirm and submit, waiting to see what the score was. See what the my test score was, and I'm pressing, and I'm just like, I'm looking, and I look, I go, I passed. I'm telling you, it was crazy. And then there was one time I was taking a test because you're allowed to ask questions. They're not going to give you the answer, but they could ask the question in a different way so that you could maybe have an understanding. So I had a question. And I think out of all the notes that I wrote, I didn't remember that particular area and that question they were asking. When I said I studied, I studied. So it's time. The test is time. And you have to raise your hand and they come over. And I promise you on everything. I have my hand up, waiting for the guy to come to answer my question. Mind you, my time is running out. So I'm like, he finally gets to me. But by the time he gets to me, they ask my question. It was like, your time has run out. So I'm like, oh my God. So I'm thinking maybe that he can reset it, or my test is on pause and you get a couple of minutes because you have a question. He thought I didn't know how to hit submit. So he comes over, he was like, I was like, yeah, I had a question, submit. I was like, no, I had a question. And he was like, well, you can't answer it now, it says submit. I'm like, but I had a question before the time, and he was like, I know, but, because you know, they tell you in the test, whatever your first answer is, go with it, because a lot of people fail because they go back and change answers. So I was actually going back to change some other questions. I mean, look at some other questions, but I could not find them for anything. So I had to be God, like, leave it alone. So, oh, hell. So, okay. So I'm like, no. So I'm standing up like this, like, oh my God, oh my God. And he was like standing up, the professor was standing over me. And he was like looking. I was like, did I pass? He was like, yeah. Okay, I don't record your score. Have a good day. I was like, I passed. Oh my God, I passed. He was like, okay. Because he was waiting on me to look at the score, but I'm like freaking out because I'm like, man, I had a question that could have been a question that, I had. And I could have been, the answer that I needed, and my time ran out. Y'all, you understand the pressure of that. And we're standing there, and I'm standing there looking crazy. So you have to go back and review whatever you missed. I think I missed like 3, and of course that was the area I probably didn't pay attention. Well, I paid attention to it, but I really didn't study because I'm like, this is not going to be on the test. But I learned, and I still passed. And that's all that matters. I think out of that whole 3-week training, out of 90 people, I can count on my one hand how many people made 100. That's how hard the tests were. On my one hand. And that wasn't on every test. That was on one test more than the other one. And I think the tests are timed because it prevents you from going back to change answers. Because if you have a lot of time to go back and change answers, then you will. And so many people who had to retake their test, they actually went back and changed answers. So they tell you your first mind, whatever you put first, that's what it is. That's just your subconscious. Like, hey, this is the answer. So we had 100 questions. You can only miss 10. So on questions that I wasn't sure of, I would hold one finger up because you're not allowed to have anything. Not a pen, not an eye watch, nothing. Not a watch. Like, you had to go in there damn near naked. So I'm like, it was a question I didn't know. I put one finger up, then I answered some more questions, and I put another finger up. And then I'm like, okay, I still could pass. I still could pass. If I get a 10, I still could pass. So that's how I kind of, and I didn't want to miss any questions, but that's how I kind of kept track of, you know, hey, you know, like if I was getting a 6 or 7, like, hey, you don't have too many, you know, questions to miss. They ended up doing really good. So people are like, oh my God, I made a 96 or I made a 9. I'm like, I don't, listen, I passed. That's all that matters. And anyway, some of the other people who made 100, they made 100 on a retake, not on their first try. So the tests were pretty difficult. But baby, I had to take my other test. I thought my heart was coming out my chest. And then we had to study memorize and recite like 3 pages of announcements. And we had to stand there and repeat them verbatim. So it was crazy. But it was worth it. Because now I'm with the company I really love. And it's not any company I've never worked for. Any company I work for, I'm not going to say I didn't love them. So I'm not going to say that. But I'm definitely happy where I am. Not planning to retire though. Okay then. I promise you guys, I'm so sleepy. I forgot my. Let me see. Okay. Plastic fork. I want to sleep. I was gonna stay in bed all day, but I wanted crabs. I've been looking at everybody mukbangs, so I'm like, I want crabs. And I think I spent like at the Shell Shack. I think I spent like $50. I don't think it. It wasn't worth it for $60. And I think I purchased king crabs. It wasn't worth it. So I was like, people wouldn't go back. And I would go back for the potatoes. They're really good, but my friend said she spent like almost $40 for like 3 clusters. I was like, no. But that place was packed. We waited over an hour and a half just to get a table. So we just went next door. And my classmates was like, let's just play some games. So we played some games and they were drinking and it was our one day off really. Other than that, what's been going on with you guys? I miss you. I don't want you guys thinking that I left. And I didn't know if I remembered telling you guys that I had training. I know I told you I was studying, but I didn't know if I told you guys. That was training. Eat another shrimp. I'm sorry if this mukbang is boring or too slow. I am so Look, y'all, I don't even have my face on. I'm so sleepy. I'm so sleepy. My friends want to hang out. I'm like, I want to sleep. Please. They're like, it's about to go down. We're going to party like a rock star. I'm going to sleep. That's pretty good. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so tired. I think I should have got king crabs because I don't even know eating by now. Whew. Oh, hi. How are you? Thank you guys for watching me eat this in slow motion. I'm so tired. But here's another one. Oh, that's a good one. 12 legs. Better than that one, huh? Good. And I made sure you know what? I made sure I didn't eat all day because I want to eat crabs. So, uh-oh. That's not good. But y'all, I'm tired. And I made a little season. And that's hot. That's hot. That's hot. Whew. Oh, Lord. Well, look at that. I made a mess. That means I gotta clean up before I go to sleep. My room was already clean. You know what? I must say, this one tastes way more fresh than this one. And I may have to go back to this store and let them know. This actually tastes good. This one tastes kind of mushy, and it tastes kind of old. course, you know, it's not as pink as the other ones. Look at that. I caught up there. The shrimp are good, but I'm not so high. I may have to go up there because just oh Lord, y'all see this? Okay, this is some corn. These the corn fresh, not fresh, but you know, fresh out the freezer from the stove. Because this right here, it tastes good. And people love to play with my money. They love to play with my money. I know you guys like, girl, get off live. You sleep. One day I was in class and I was so tired. I promise you, the train was in front of me and I was going down, like I was going down, down, baby. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, and my eyes are like crossing and I'm going like this because I'm so sleepy. And he was like, yeah, so he got to yell. And I looked around and it was horrible. I promise you, the first week of training, I think I got the first week, maybe 15 hours. Every night I had like 3 hours of sleep, 2.5 for a full week. Then we had 1 weekend off. As soon as I got to my room on Friday, it's the first week. As soon as I got to my room on Friday, I was stripping at the door, like at the hotel. When I got to the hotel, I was at my door. I was taking my clothes off. Just by the time I got around to bed, I slept till we got there around about 4. I slept till around about 1 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at 8 because they give you money to eat. So I went and got more food. I came to the room 8. I think I was up like 2 hours. Went to sleep. I woke up. I think I woke up like around about 10, maybe not. No, about 9:30 that morning, Saturday. And everything that didn't absorb, which was damn near everything the first week. Everything they taught us that first week that didn't absorb, I went from day 1 and I studied the whole manual up to the point that, you know, where we stopped for the first week. I was there for hours. When I say hours, hours. But it paid off, you know. But we seen some of the new classes come in after us. And, you know, they asked for some really good advice because when we were graduating yesterday, they were like standing around the staircase over us. They were like, you know, cheering us on and stuff. And I know a couple of people actually in that training actually came from Spirit, where I came from. So I know, I was like, oh my God. So, and I actually met a subscriber. She, from another channel. She was like, don't I know you? And I'm like, did I fly with you in Spirit? She's like, no, don't you have a YouTube channel? So that's pretty cool. So she said, I watched your videos and I went by a lot of things that you said for interviews and, you know, the process and what to say and how to answer questions. And here I am. And I was like, oh my God. So I gave her a hug and told her if she needed help, I'm here. But everybody was asking for advice, you know, because we all were at the same hotel. So everybody asked for advice. And I just told them, like, look, the first week, take it one day at a time and just wake up on Saturday and study because you're not going to grasp anything the first week because you're going to be sleep deprived. And I just seen a couple today. because I flew last night. I had my graduation yesterday. Ended up flying that night. I went back to the hotel to, turn in some paperwork. And I seen a couple of people. I was like, how you doing? Oh my God, you graduated, And it was pretty cool. So they asked me for more advice. And I told them, I said, don't get offended if other people, basically, like if other people don't want to study with you. Everybody learns differently. So don't take it personal. So, just, you're there for you. If you get sent home, those people still going to be there. And it's not being selfish, but, if you're not in a group studying, then maybe you need to be studying by yourself. And I guarantee you, if you do what you need to do while you're here, instead of drinking and partying, you can do that maybe one day if you can. But if you have homework and a lot of studying, you're here for about 3-4 weeks. If you can't hold off on that, then I don't know what to tell you. And I'm not saying you don't have a life, but all I'm saying is it's a chance of a lifetime, so you need to, focus. So, very nice. I'm sorry, my mukbang sucks today. Maybe I should have recorded on the video and then looked at it myself and see if ooh. So y'all want to tell me I had some on my face? Y'all want to write a note and say, hey, Tim, you got some on your face? I see. I'm full. Y'all gonna be like, girl, don't get your... Full. Just want to sleep. Oh, I didn't get sick. That's good. Everybody around me was sick. I was like, stay away. But I think I'm getting sick. But yeah, anyway, I'm based in Oakland. So anybody based in Oakland, let me know. Say hey. If you have any suggestions on housing, I'm not trying to move there because I don't know if I will be based there for a long time or if I'm just based there for the first month. But anyway, if you have any suggestions of Airbnbs, any crash pads, any hotels that say, oh, kiss your baby for me, kiss your son for me. I love babies. But if you guys have any suggestions about Oakland and where to stay, what's safe, what's not, and it's not just Oakland. Anywhere that I go, always ask if they're safe. Let me know. Let me know, y'all. And if you have any questions about flight attendant, or you're going through training, or you're thinking about it, ask me. I'm here for you. Oh my God. Oh, I do. I like to encourage young people, if you're home and you don't know what you want to do with your life or something like that. I sound like an Everest commercial. If you don't know what you want to do with your life, go to Everest. But anyway, if you don't know what you want to do and you're figuring out, you feel like you don't want to go to college at first, and you don't have a record, go be a flight attendant. See the world. So many people, they get married young, and I'm not saying nothing wrong with that, but I feel like when you're young, you should go and experience life. Look outside of where you are, especially if you live in a small town. All you know is that town. Travel. I promise you, getting married young. Did she say, oh, I'm sorry if I missed it. Oh, but somebody said congrats. Thank you. But, travel. Become a flight attendant. See how you like it. Look at, go see the world. And they love young people. They love older people. They love people with kids. If you have somebody with support, go be a flight attendant. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. The benefits are amazing. The benefits are amazing for you, your family. You're making good money. I think now airlines are starting off like $20, $22, $24 an hour. So think about that. Like if you're even male, female, whatever it is, go and just try. Because I'm telling you, it's worth it. And not because I'm a flight attendant, because I love it. Because I used to be afraid to fly, but it's a lot of flight attendants who, was in a small town. What interests me, you know what? I'm going to answer that one second. But it's a lot of flight attendants who I've met that got married young because they were in a small town. And as soon as they got older, they felt like their life passed them by. They got a divorce when the kids got grown, and then all of a sudden they want to live life all over again. So that's why I encourage young people to see the world first. What made me interested in being a flight attendant, I really didn't want to be a flight attendant. I just love to see planes. Like, I used to go watch planes take off and land. When I was going through a lot, I have this thing where I love sitting in my car. So I had a really, my life was, I could write a book. People tell me all the time I need to write a book, but I had a lot of things going on in my life with my family and stuff like that. So I would go watch planes and, watch them take off, land, see if they land soft, if they land hard. And I ended up getting a job with Lockheed Martin, and they would, send me all over the world to test different, products and come back and train on those. So I was afraid to fly. So my first flight, I took Tylenol PM. I knocked myself out. And then when I got to Atlanta, because I had to be in Atlanta for like 4 months. When I got to Atlanta, I was like, well, damn, I wonder how the flight was. And I couldn't remember because I was out. Like, I was out. And I'm a lightweight. I'm little, so I was out. Then I was like, you know what? I'm never going to learn. I'm never going to get over the fear of flying. So then I didn't take Tylenol PM on my way back. And I think I went somewhere, I think I went to Little Rock one day. And it wasn't bad at all. And I was like, that's not bad. And then, the economy hit. The program was closed. And I was out of work for like 2 years. And then I looked online in this company where I was for 5 years. They were hiring. And I got the job on the spot. They were supposed to tell me like 2 days later. But I live so far, so it was like, hey, don't tell anybody, but we're going to give it a job. They said, after my interview, they said, stand outside, give us a minute. So I was like, okay. So then I stood outside, and I'm just praying. And they came out, and it was like, we're going to give it a job. Here's the paperwork, put it in your purse, hide it. We don't want you to have to drive all the way back over here. You got the job, study. This is your training date. We'll send you emails. And, we're happy to have you. So, and I just was thrown. And trust me, my first couple of days of flight on my OE, and your OE is the flight that you have to take to get certified. I actually, was vomiting. I was sick the whole flight. But I worked it, but I was sick the whole flight. The turbulence was horrible. The taking off and, landing. I had to take, what is that stuff called? Dramamine, am I saying it right? Dramamine, I took that. They have two. They have one that, that's non-drowsy, the other one that is. And I took that for a couple months, and that helped settle my stomach until I got used to it. But y'all, my first month, I ended up having to be based in San Antonio. Whew, it was turbulence. When I say turbulence, it was a storm, and I seen the lightning hitting the wing of the plane. I promise you, I called on every God there was. It was Jehovah, Jesus, Lord, God, Mary, Joseph. I called on every God I thought I could call on. It was scary. I almost quit. I was like, oh, no. And I was like, I hadn't even called my mom. I told her where I was going. So I'm in the air about to die. I'm looking at the lightning hitting the wing. And I'm like, I almost quit from that. I was like, oh, no. And then they were like, Tiffany, it's a storm. You rarely have that. And it was. Rarely. You rarely have it. So that's what interests me in flying. I love seeing the world. I grew up and I didn't see a lot. And now when I see, I went to Canada and all these places, you see so many people and so many different cultures. You're like, damn, this is what I've been missing. So I'm telling you, it's worth it. Don't let anybody tell you different about being a flight. Oh my God, you're always gone. No, you're not. You build your schedule. You may not get, some airlines give you what you want. Some airlines, they say, oh, you sit in reserve for 10 or 12 years. Oh, okay. But you're getting paid $27 an hour. And if you're bilingual, you're getting paid almost $30 an hour. So, I'm just saying. But training will be hard. I'm telling you right now. When you get there, do what I did. I always got with someone that was on the same level as me. But, when it comes to studying and doing homework. Like somebody who was like, you know what, I'm here for a reason. All this can wait. I always got with somebody like that. I never got with somebody that said, oh, let's study for a couple of hours. What's the least they could ask us? And let's go party. And then we all fail. So I was focused. I was not playing. So I always, get with, like we had a group before our last test. Our last test was the test before we graduate. We sat there for 12 hours. 12. From 9 o'clock that morning to 9 o'clock that night. We combed through every chapter, every workbook, every homework, every this, every that, every manual, everything. We passed that test. So, but these are people's like maybe, and it was the AM and PM because we were split. But, you know, we ended up having a weekend off, so people came in and they got with our group and we would share notes. But like, hey, you know, they would say, well, did they tell you this in the PM class? We would say, well, did they tell you in the AM class? And we actually started finding out things that maybe our instructor forgot to tell us. And we put all that together. We came up with, like, we really went ham. Like, we didn't play. So when you're out, that's studying, whether flight attendant or anything, always get with somebody that's on your level. You know, there's nothing wrong with people who may not, like, I'm a quick learner and I learn by sight. But if you have somebody who don't learn like that and they have to read, you give somebody who can read something and recite it. I'm not that person. I have to read it a couple times because I learn by sight. And you may have somebody who needs time. Like we had someone who was his English was made. He failed one of the tests because of, you know, he read it different because of his English, because he was bilingual. So he knew how to study because he understood how the test was. So he ended up passing and he graduated. But you know, and we had people to come in our group, because when I say group, it was people who was actually on the same level, and they would come in and say, hey, can I study with you guys? Because they realized, oh my, you know, like they had retakes and they were about to go home. They woke up like, oh, we about to go home. And mind you, it take us, that whole group, anybody for that company, it took us a year and a half. A year and a half to get into this company. I was not about to mess that up. Sucks. So, I'm looking at my bed because I'm so stupid, but I'm sorry my mukbang wasn't exciting. I'm just glad to be back. I didn't feel like setting up my camera. I just wanted to come and let you guys know I was. But I'm hoping that my nose is running because it's not running, but I'm sniffing because of how hot this is versus me getting sick. Because I'm hoping that I didn't get sick by not finish training. But I'm about to take a nap. I need to wake up and look for a place to stay in Oakland. And again, if you guys know anywhere that I can stay, let me know. It is 90. We all got based in Oakland, so it's going to be a lot of people looking for places. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. But I'm about to shut this down. Look at all these crabs. All these crabs I have left. I'm so tired, y'all. So hopefully you guys forgive me for my horrible mukbang today. But hopefully you guys did get some, you know, insight about being a flight attendant or anything like that. I thank you guys for telling me hello, and thank you guys for sticking around. Those of you who are still there, thank you guys for, you know, subscribing. All of my new people and older people, you guys, we're all as one. And yeah, I'm about to go to sleep. I'm sleepy. I'm so tired. Oh, I gotta unpack. Oh man. So I'm gonna go unpack. Brought tears in my eyes. Oh Lord, I gotta unpack. All my stuff is in my. Let me go unpack, because I'll see you guys soon. Bye.